Hello, my friends. Everything I shared with you in my previous videos, it was just a preparation for the real trials. What happened to me between 2022 and 2025 each year deserve its own book. But also I know that everything was given for me is to be reborn. Now I feel like I am phoenix bird rising from ashes. Everything, absolutely everything, comes to an end in 2025. I am finally melting from ice into water, letting go of all my past. When I consciously decided to change my life, it wasn't just about switching careers, losing weight, getting divorced, or changing my social circle. It was about transforming my entire way of thinking and living. But you cannot do it in one day. For me, this process became a deal with myself, a commitment sealed by a postcard that I wrote to myself several years ago, where I described all my dreams. That postcard became my compass. My transformation began on December 2, 2023, and it continues. But let's start from the beginning. Looking at my life now, I see how deeply everything was connected, business and my personal life. Until 2025, I couldn't understand why my business struggles and the absence of a fulfilling personal life were linked. When I understood the connection, everything became so simple. I grew up without a father. He was killed the year I was born. I grew up without love, without hugs, without warmth. When my mother remarried the second time, my stepfather, whom I call dad, had a very difficult character. Our home was full of arguments, shouting, criticism, and I felt always like being a soldier. I often ran away from home just to escape the noise. I walked on eggshells, cried into my pillows for years and years, and never understanding why it was so hard just to be loved. Maybe that's why my love for my son runs so deep, because I had no one to give that love to for so many years. Now I understand that I chose a safe husband, one who never yelled, never demanded, never created chaos, but he also never gave me that feelings I knew existed somewhere deep inside of me. And the paradox is that during all these years, I didn't give him love or tenderness either, though he probably longed for it too. I also realized that I had always run my business not from easiness or feminine flow, but like a workhorse, pushing, proving, surviving. I put business first and my personal life last. That's wrong. And this was a crucial mistake that I did many, many years ago. And that's why the number of challenges I faced over those 9 years especially, I really doubt that any man could have endured. Loss of business due to a broken partnership, the pandemic, health issues, and then the war. The beginning of Russia-Ukraine war. All my clients were Russian or Ukrainian speaking people. And long, stressful life under double business sanctions were putting so much stress on me. My son was born on February 23, a huge military holiday in Russia. I remember celebrating his birthday in 2022 while rockets were already flying from Russia to Ukraine. And yet, despite all of these unimaginable circumstances, God was always on my side. On March 9, 2022, I had tickets from New York to Moscow, and on March 13 from Moscow to Kiev, Ukraine. Because 2021 had been a successful year for my business and I was investing in growth. I even bought a bus and planned to participate in 2 international tourism exhibitions, one in Moscow and the second one in Kiev, Ukraine. But the war, if I can say so, luckily started 2 weeks before I was supposed to come in Ukraine. If the pandemic didn't affect me emotionally, the war hit me 1000%. In 2022, I completely gave up. I canceled the bus project, accepted the $8,000 loss, stepped away from business for nearly a year, cut my staff, and stopped answering clients' questions, when will you refund the money? My income dropped to zero. Where did I get money to live? I honestly don't know. But by some miracle, I kept going. And while my business life was falling apart, my personal life turned into a drama. I fell in love. And not with a free man, but with a married one. Yes, it's wrong. I know that now. Now I can say with full awareness, under no circumstances would I even have coffee with a married man. But back then, I was too fragile, too vulnerable. I just wanted love, care, tenderness, attention. And I got it. But the price was enormous. I paid 3 huge prices in money, in health, and in self-worth. In 2022, I lost over $50,000. That relationship drained me emotionally, left me with no energy or clarity for business adaptation. Not the romance itself, but mainly the circumstances associated with this affair. My health collapsed, I lost half of my hair, and my body began to break down. That's when I first encountered black magic and learned how real it can be. I was already weak, and with this relationship, I lost the last bit of my confidence, fighting with another woman. Now I know if a man has to choose, please do not choose me. But back then, I thought differently. Now, I keep thinking about women's strength. Strong women are not ordinary beings. They hold unimaginable resilience and endless potential, but also deep sensitivity, kindness, loyalty, soul, and open heart. Life and pain shaped us, but they couldn't take away what makes us divine. Only a strong woman carries that kind of sunlight, that one that can melt even the largest block of ice. In strong and determined women, principles and values prevail and become a foundation of the life. Now, in 2025, when I have analyzed every part of my life, I see that everything began to truly change when I returned to myself, when I realized no matter what happens around me, I will sleep 8 hours. I will stop working when my son comes home from school. When I became light again, enjoying my 20,000 steps a day, it's my pleasure. When I completely removed alcohol from my life, when I discovered my inner strength, when my balance came not from adrenaline, but from music, hikes, philosophical books, excursions through Chicago, and discovering new cities and countries. When I realized that in my previous life there was almost no one I could talk to soul, and how peaceful it feels now, knowing that my two treasures, my son and Sherry, are always by my side. No one watches me or tracking me anymore, only my son. And I no longer need to prove anything to anyone. I accept all my experiences and what happiness it is to live guided by my own heart. And when you reach that state, life starts flowing by itself. Business runs smoothly, tourists call, money come, problems dissolve, and new projects are born in my head. Did I lose by choosing to change my life? No. But I am saying this now in October 2025. But before the moments came, there were still 2023, 2024, and the most challenging year, 2025. Never give up and believe in yourself. And the wisdom for today, learned through pain, people may develop relationship. They even may learn how to respect each other, or even try to grow an interest in partner's action and learn how to forgive. This feels like a script people live, but it's not a high mission of God. We come here to this earth to experience love together. True love comes without insurance or guarantees. It's born in freedom. And you are truly happy if you are capable of love without guarantees. It's possible to live without love, but what's the point?